So, what did I mean when I said that we are all fractal energies? And how can I do twin flame readings? How can I do twin flame readings? And, don't mind me, I'm getting used to this. I'm still trying to figure out a way to keep my eyes shut. But, how are we doing twin flame readings if I believe that we're fractal beings? So, how do I explain that? I'll explain how you're a fractal being. Thanks to social media and just the way the world is now, I'm aware of at least 3 versions of myself that are 9 years old right now. I'm aware of 2 versions of myself that are in their 20s. And I am aware of 1 version of myself that is in her 50s. And it's so amazing to watch when you can see it. But when it comes to the twin flame thing, so all these different versions of me exist. So there's all these different versions of your twin. And every version of your twin and you will fall in love with each other in some way, shape, or form. I like to say, like, your first love, right? The first person you fell in love with. Like, I'll use my little cousins as an example. Gina and Nick, they're fully grown now and have their own kids and families or whatnot. But when they were like 4 or 5, they swore they were going to marry each other. And they were first cousins, but they were 4 and 5. So we just, it was so cute. But that's a version of twins falling in love with each other for the first time in the innocence of, childhood. So you've fallen in love if you've dated a bunch of people, because that's just how society is today. A handful of those relationships were you falling in love with another version of your twin on a slightly different timeline at a different age, if your twin would have been born in that life. I don't know how else to say it. And people are like, how do I know these are versions of me? The timelines, there's storylines. They're so mirrored so much back and forth. It's a trip to watch. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say you're a fractal being. You exist right now at this moment as fractal pieces of energy. And then every time you fall in love with a version of your twin, you collect like another piece, if that makes sense, another piece of yourself. They help you either find a piece or reconnect, or they inspire you to change or grow, or, they develop you into, they help you on your spiritual path. That's what love does, even when it's painful, even when you don't understand why, But that's where Freud gets his bullshit from too, where they say, every girl's going to fall in love with the version of her father. Well, yeah, that's part of the twin flame energy too. There's no love more unconditional than parental and child love. Especially if it's a nurtured bond. But even if it isn't, then that was like the karmic twin energy that happened to clear something from your cycle. So like if your father abandoned you and gave you abandonment issues, that was a version of your twin fulfilling a contract to teach you what abandonment feels like. And a lot of definitely twin flame females, in the balancing out of the masculine and feminine energy, has been kind of like you've had to learn how to do it on your own. because that's what the masculines have been having to do. Like, we talk about a lot of female oppression, but we forget that we also put a lot of weight on the divine masculines. Like, I know single dads, and like most of them are getting screwed over. Most single dads I know, the moms are so fucked up that they don't help. They don't help. If anything, they generally make it worse somehow. But and that's where those are twins balancing out their energies. They're learning what it's like to be, what it feels like to be abandoned with children, because that happens to women most of the time. So that's why those males would get that. But I hope that cleared up some things for some people. I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.